Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Let's build our team of the season so far. Rory,
Yeah.
do you want to start?
Yes.
I don't have I've got multiple players and it's...
Well, you better pick your team of the
11, man.
season.
Okay, go on.
In goal, Nick Pope.
No Ramsdale.
No Ramsdale. Nick
Great.
Pope. Right back, Kieran Trippier.
No Ben White.
No. Ben White a month ago would have got in there for me, but he's beginning to annoy me with his lack of ability to get forward. He's not overlapping Saka.
He's stressed. This man's stressed.
That's fine. Centre backs.
No, I actually wasn't. I was rubbing my eye.
Centre backs, Saliba and Botman. It's close between Botman and Martinez, but Botman. Left back, Luke Shaw.
Ooh.
Centre mids, Casemiro, Thomas Partey and Ødegaard. Right wing Saka, left wing Rashford and Erling Haaland up top.
It's a couple nomads in there. Luke Shaw left back.
Yes, just. The only reason, right, he gets in over Zinchenko purely based on the amount of games that they've played. For a team of the season so
I think
far,
Luke Shaw's been sensational.
Zinchenko's played about 2/3 of our
But
games.
Saliba.
Is in there
Interesting.
with Botman.
I'm amazed you're questioning that. You said
I'd say
Gabriel have been better than Saliba this season. That's stinking.
Do you watch ball?
Saliba has been unreal.
So it's Gabriel, and he gets criminally disrespected.
Gabriel's been better because he's cut out the stupid fucking errors.
Exactly. He's been better.
But he hasn't been better than Saliba. No way.
Well, time will tell.
Time will tell. Any others in there you disagree with? Keeper, maybe?
I think you could put Ramsdale in a shout.
Ramsdale's definitely a shout.
Alisson.
The midfield isn't very
it.
balanced.
Well, the thing is, I think Partey can do a lot more going forwards than he does because of the role he plays.
I think
I think picking between Partey and Casemiro is just a
it's like
thing I couldn't
picking
bother
between
to do.
chalk and cheese.
Yeah, there's a few I disagree with.
Well, you know what, Tom? Tell us yours.
In goal,
Don't even bother me.
okay, I had 3 on my list. I had Pope, Ramsdale, Leno.
You can only pick one.
I'm going to go Nick Pope. At
Oh my God.
right back.
Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
At right back, I do agree. I'll go Trippier. My centre halves, I've gone with Saliba and John Stones.
Stones.
I
He's barely played.
He's not played enough games.
When he John Stones is unreal. But little shout outs to.
No shout outs,
man.
Why?
That's your team. No,
stand by your
shout out
team.
at the
I
end.
want to shout out.
Shout out at the
I'll
end.
fucking shout
out at the end
out.
when we've done our teams.
Okay, left back, sure, obviously. Midfield, I went more for balance, so I couldn't decide between Casemiro. Well, I was stuck between Casemiro and Partey, but I do just think Casemiro's been better. Casemiro, Xhaka, and Ødegaard.
Interesting.
And then I wanted to fit Kane in, but I couldn't. I've gone Saka, obviously, Haaland, and Rashford.
It's mad that Kane's not going to team of the season when you look at his stats.
Yeah. I couldn't find out because you can't leave Saka and Rashford out. But you can't fit Kane in that. Like, do you know what I mean?
He'll be the 12th man.
He would be 12th man. Kane and Haaland just would not work in the same team, I don't think.
They could. Look, lads.
Yeah, I think they could, because Kane could drop.
Yeah.
I think that could actually be a strike partner he could work with, but let's go with your stinking
I wanted
team.
to put Aaron Ramsdale in, but ever since he put me 5th on the all-time YouTube football list, I've been really angry with him. I'm really angry, actually.
How angry out of 10?
I'd say borderline 11 out of 10. Or I could be curtains. It could be curtains. Honestly, 1v1 coming to a football.
I honestly think you could. I know you fucking shag Nick Pope, but you could make a case for Ramsdale and possibly Leno.
I think Ramsdale's right up there. I would accept people saying Ramsdale's above Nick Pope, just not Alisson. Like, Ramsdale's also smashed it with Arsenal in the top of the league. So
he's also ball
even yesterday,
his distribution's
Alisson
been
was the only
quality.
one who he stopped that being a cricket score.
he's having a
We
great
still conceded
season. I
three.
agree. I'm not saying Alisson's bad. He's just not doing as well as other keepers.
I think
currently.
Pope and Ramsdale have been the standout ones.
Yeah.
Like, Ramsdale's distribution is sensational.
Leno's very good, but he's just he's made 2 or 3 late mistakes that have cost them points. Which
Like
was something he used to
Ramsdale's
do at
only
Arsenal.
mistake was the one that happened like last week. And it was barely even a mistake.
What, against United?
It was
Barely a mistake. Barely. I'm actually going to put... I'm going to put Ramsdale in mine. Sorry,
Nice.
Pope, but I'm going to put Ramsdale. Arsenal bus.
Nice.
Right back.
You fucking dare, man.
I think Trips has been classed. But I'm going to put Ben White. He's playing out of position. What, he's saying he don't deserve it? He's telling me he doesn't deserve it.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm going to use that logic in a second, so continue.
I honestly think Ben White's been sensational. He's playing out of position. Arsenal are first. Best right back for the best team.
Okay.
I think he deserves it. Look, don't get me wrong. Trippier is unbelievable. And, you know, he could be the rock of the Newcastle team. And maybe he deserves it more. But Ben White, out of position, holding down the fort, he's been really good. And he's played the Arteta way and he's dealt with it.
I think Ben White's
He's
very good.
he's a very close second to Trippier for me.
Left back, I actually originally put Dan Burn in because I think, again, deserves a shout. But
That's who he's going to argue about with your... He's going to use Dan Burn.
he's not that- he's not that.
No, I mean, when he just said to you, oh, I'm going to use your logic against you about Ben White, he's going to say...
But I'm going to put Luke Shaw in. I think he's really turned over a new leaf. He had a couple years when he was a bit dodgy.
He had a shaky-ish start to the season, but
Yeah, but I
then
think he's really come
since
through.
then, and then the World Cup, the World Cup, and then since coming back, he's
Yeah, I think
You know when he slotted in at left centre back in the derby,
Yeah.
was
and
unreal.
looked
So good.
completely natural there. I was like,
Luke Shaw's
fair play.
becoming the Luke Shaw that we want to see, basically.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Luke Shaw for me at left back. Centre halves of Sven Botman and Gabriel.
I don't not rate it. Gabriel is criminally underrated.
I know people
Criminally
would always
underrated.
say Saliba, and I get the Saliba case, but I think Gabriel's he's cut out the mistakes he used to make.
Just because he's been less shit doesn't mean he's been better than Saliba.
But he hasn't.
Post World Cup, Gabriel's been better than
Yeah,
Saliba.
he has been. I agree.
Saliba looks more aesthetically pleasing
Yeah,
because
but
of
Gabriel-
the sweeper role that he plays.
Yeah, but Gabriel's been for a left-sided centre half. He's the best left-sided centre half in the Premier League.
Oh, nah, Laporte's better than him.
Not right now, he ain't. He barely played.
Gabriel's bully.
He's been
No, but
this season. He's been the best left half.
That's like saying, oh, well, fucking Ben Mee's better than Van Dijk because Van Dijk's not playing, he's injured.
Well, Van Dijk's missed like 2 weeks.
Gabriel has bullied some top
Laporte's been out
strikers
for
this
majority of the season.
All right, Gabriel, and he's definitely improved this year, but he has not been better.
But I'm
than
playing it, so
Saliba.
I put Botman right side and Gabriel left side. See, if you're a coach, you're looking at me saying tactical genius.
Yeah.
I know you talk about the balance thing, but I think having a 2 CDMs of Casemiro and Thomas Partey in my team will be perfectly balanced.
Okay.
With Martin Odegaard in the hole, feeding the ponies up front, who are Saka, Rashford, and Haaland.
You could make a case for Martinelli as well, to be fair.
You could make a case for Martinelli, but
Post-World Cup.
Rashford, post-World Cup,
Post World Cup, Rashford's kicked on a Martinelli.
mate, he's different gravy.
Struggled
That
with
boy
it.
is different gravy.
Also, Almiron unlucky to get in, not get in, but he's been a bit shit lately.
Yeah.
And then Mbuemo, I think, has been really good for Brentford.
Yeah.
But not enough to get in.
The fact that Kane's not in anyone's team is nuts, but at the same time, where does he play?
Mate, there's a lot of midfielders I think that are unlucky not to get in.
Palhinha,
Caicedo?
Maddison.
Bruno G. Even Bruno Fernandes is actually kicking on and having
He's been good, yeah.
good season, but Odegaard's
James Madison, unreal.
Yeah. Maddison's always unreal, though, let's face it.
But before the World Cup, like,
Nah, man, this guy is
he literally played his way into the World Cup squad.
he is so good, Maddison. Like, he's got the most goal contributions behind Harry Kane in the last, 2 years.
Yeah. Martinez and Varane at centre-back as well, I think, have gone under the radar. I think they've got the third best defence in the
Pay for
league.
his shot-stopping abilities. Go on, Lewis.
Here we go. I'm going for 5 Newcastle players in this team.
Well, mate, we are fourth. I can't say third now, so, it wouldn't be crazy. Nick Pope and goal, obviously.
Obviously.
Ramsdale's close, but Pope takes for me. Trippier right back, Botman centre back. Botman, honestly, that guy, best centre back in the league at the moment. I'm just saying, he genuinely is.
Fuck me.
Saliba centre back, really like him as well.
It was a toss-up between Saliba or Gabriel for me.
Yeah. Left back,
Dan Burn.
Out of position, Dan Burn, left back. Now, I know you're gonna sigh. Okay, let's look at this. Right, we have a guy who is literally like 6'7", playing out of position left back, and is playing in the best defense in the best league in the world.
You can't knock the argument. That's why I almost had Dan Burn.
That's what I mean.
It's impressive what he's doing, but
It doesn't mean he's better than Shaw.
there is no team outside of Newcastle that are taking Burn over Luke Shaw or Zinchenko.
Yeah, it'd be a crazy decision because realistically, he's not going to stand it up. But so far this season, left back out of position in the best defence in the league. How can I?
No. Simple question: has he been the best left back in the league this season?
No.
You're fucking mental, mate.
Well, mate, why don't we concede more? Why don't people bomb past him, abuse him for his lack of pace, and he'll score?
There's a lot of reasons. One is the way that your defence sets up. Burn would be murdered if he tried to play in an Arsenal squad, for example.
You camped on the edge of your box.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right, this is how I know that you just don't watch Newcastle, though. You don't, because that there is ridiculous. It's just playing wrong.
You play a low block.
Yeah, but it's you're just literally wrong.
You don't play a high line.
Fine. Right now, heat maps for your average position.
Heat maps,
mate,
for your back line. Then we'll compare it to Man United.
A team transition.
And Man United play D.
To play attacking football, you don't have to constantly have all 4 defenders at the halfway line. You can come back and then transition into attack.
I didn't say that.
Well, you'll see. We might have heat map for dropping back when they're at attack, but when we go ahead.
How many assists and chances he made this year, Burn?
I haven't got that on the top of my head. He got us through to the semi-finals.
Trippier's like that because he's the one who goes.
And Dan Burn storms down the left wing. He took on 3 and scored against Leicester, into the semi-finals.
Did you see the reaction? Everyone shit their pants because there was because he got a nosebleed being that high up.
A Blythe guy's dream come true.
The reason that you're 4th and can't stop drawing games is because you don't dominate games because you don't have a defence that's sat on the halfway line and
Incorrect.
That is the truth.
No. Newcastle have the most big chances missed in the league. So we are creating the chances. We are simply not converting them.
Nah.
That's fact. We are topping the charts for big chances missed. So we are creating
but not big chances created. You've just missed a lot.
What a great chart to be at the top of. Big chances missed.
That's why Willock and Longstaff aren't in the team. Anyways, Bruno G, Casemiro.
Fuck off.
I'll wear, man.
Hang on, so we're 5 positions in, and you've put 4 Newcastle players.
Wait. Bruno G over who? Who's your midfield 3?
Yeah. Then we got Casemiro because I think he's absolutely revolutionised the midfield.
Carry on.
And then Ødegaard.
So Bruno G over Thomas Partey.
Yes.
And over
Xhaka.
Yes.
And De Bruyne.
They're all very good. There's so many people who can fit into there, but Bruno G, for me, you can't... I've picked a lot of...
This is where you let yourself down with your bias. You can't take your rose-tinted glasses off.
You've gone too far.
You just said Bruno G was an honourable mention about 10 minutes ago.
He is an honourable mention.
I didn't.
He's
unreal.
Right.
You're telling me he's been the best centre mid in the Premier League this season?
He's not in this position. He's doing good.
No,
top 3.
Answer the question.
No, I didn't say this isn't for the best. This is top 3.
It's the team of the season. So
there's 3 positions up for grads in centre mid. So he's in the top 3.
You picked 1-8.
So I'll pick him 3rd.
Common Lewis.
Right.
It all going so well.
Who's your front 3?
Saka on the right. See, I could have picked Almiron. I picked Saka. I picked Saka.
As well.
See?
Fuck. I mean, if you didn't pick Saka, Jesus.
Off the back of today's performance with 0 XG, I picked Harry Kane as strike. This guy is having a fantastic season.
Over the man that has broken all scoring goal records in the Premier League currently.
Yeah, my only theory is I was looking at this team, I was like, I'd want Kane in it over Haaland.
You're mental.
Lewis.
You're ruining the legacy of Pitch Side.
Lewis, so you know how you said Burn, best left back in the best defence in the league, but you've now got 5 Newcastle players who are 4th in the league in your team of the season.
It doesn't sound good.
And you've got no Man City players who are 2nd.
It doesn't sound great, but I stand by it.
It's not sounding great.
And then Rashford on the left. No, Harry Kane, man, this is the thing, right? Haaland is having a great season, and he is getting the headlines. But let's have a look at the big game against Tottenham today. The big game, Tottenham and Man City, Kane versus Haaland, who showed up for their team. So he can score hat-tricks against these small
scored like 10 more goals than Kane this year.
Yeah, but he can stat pad against the small teams all he likes. Harry Kane shows up.
So let's base a team of the season off one game. Who showed up in the return fixture when they were 2-0 down?
I don't want to talk about that right now.
So you've got... So just to go...
There's a reason you should not... we should ban that camera and that mic. You're making me spit everywhere.
Who's your left winger? Who's your left winger?
Rashford.
So you've got 5 Newcastle players. No, 5. 5 Newcastle.
Okay,
Yeah,
Right,
You've
in
got
hindsight,
three
Dan Burn might have been
Arsenal,
bad, but
3
you know.
Arsenal, 2 United, and 1 Spurs.
You're a fucking disgrace, mate.
Honestly, that is...
Lewis, you know what?
I'm not even going to get into. We had enough of Ireland last week. Oh, you're a disgrace for that. I swear to God.
I respect you, Lewis. You know what? You have the way you feel, and you stick to your guns.
Right,
You're a
this is the thing.
disgrace as well. Then for backing that.
You were
shit.
literally saying,
You
honourable
are-
mention to Burn. I'm willing to say what you're too scared to say, man.
Look, I agree that you can put anyone you want, but the fact you got no Haaland in your team of the season.
He's about to have the best individual season we've ever seen from anyone.
I'm finished second, so off third.
Okay, Newcastle
are
finishing
fucking-
fourth. So
Well,
what?
Spurs are like 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I just think in the big games,
Yeah.
man, having the Harry Kane difference. I looked at that game and I did make my decision off that one alone. It's when it comes on a clutch moment, he showed up.
Well, I don't know.
That's
what
why
you
he's
just
good in
said
my
just
team.
then.
Hang on, Harry Kane, who you yourself has called a bottler.
When have I said that?
Come on, we all have. We've all said like he's choked and like not played and
Well,
the
he choked
big
for
game.
England, but other than that,
What about finals for Spurs?
What finals?
what
I'm just
He's-
playing devil's
he's-
advocate, by the way.
What
Kane
finals?
doesn't show up to finals, to be fair.
But he's not made a final this season to bottle. It's a team of the season.
So you're genuinely basing the team of the season off today's game?
Lewis.
It came into some.
Well,
yeah.
Everything was
Okay.
going so well for you. I'd argue your back. I'd back you all the way, but you've not put Haaland in your team.
And also, if it's based on today, why isn't Emerson Royale at right back instead of
Yeah.
Trippier?
Well, it's at least
let's
like,
just
the
hear
part
you
of the
say-
season is coming in. Emerson
Lewis,
Royale
we'll give
is
you one
mental.
opportunity to retract the Haaland thing.
I'll retract Dan Burn, but not. I'm keeping.
Who goes at left back? Sure.
Yeah, Shaw was in my thinking.
Believes this. I know this is what you know. I thought you did it to annoy me because you know it annoys me. I'll think about this all the way home.
You will. You will.
Oh,
Right. You'll be livid. You'll be at driverless. No fucking where. Nowhere. I tell you, it's nowhere. I'm gonna ring that guy up. It's nowhere.
I don't know why I'm Alan Shearer.
why has he
suddenly.
gone Jordan?
I just-
Mate, I'm happy people call me delusional because maybe I am delusional, but
Yeah,
people
you
say
are.
I'm saying it for the sake of it. I'm not. I
Now, you're
promise.
Spurs,
I
I've
am
got
this
Spurs fans
delusional.
on board with you now. You've got
Yeah.
Spurs fans
There
on
we
board. Look, we have to move on.
I don't think
because-
there's not one Spurs fan on the planet that would have put Kane ahead of
Oh, there are.
Haaland.
Nah, there are. There are, but...
No, Kane deserves to be in
That
team of
doesn't
the
make
season,
so
just
much
not
to the
over
team,
Haaland.
man. It's just the fact that he went missing so much in. I think Harry Kane, he might not score as many goals, but he's never missing in a game. I think you'll always know he's on the pitch. You can't tell me you knew Haaland was playing that game. I can't even tell you a time that he actually touched the ball.
Yeah, he's had a bad game.
This is what I mean. I just feel
He
like
scored
Harry Kane doesn't go missing.
25 goals.
Yeah, that's pretty good, like, to be fair. But
Please let us know why Lewis is a walking L.
Yes.
going to avoid the comments next week.
but be nice because we do cry.
Yeah, let's not be mean.
Yeah, we
Nah,
do.
be me, man. I can take
Yeah.
it.
No,
Character building, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Jordan Morley.
Character building.
The Geordie Morley.